Question 1. What should you do when you see a stop sign? A. Slow down and continue if the way is clear. B. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. C. Drive through quickly. Answer. B. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. At a stop sign, you must come to a full stop and only proceed when the way is clear and it is safe. Question 2. Describe the actions a driver must take at a yellow traffic light. A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Stop immediately, regardless of position. C. Prepare to stop if safe to do so. Answer. C. Prepare to stop if safe to do so. A yellow light indicates that the signal is about to change to red, and you should stop unless you are too close to the stop line to do so safely. Question 3. How should you react to a pedestrian crossing at an unmarked crosswalk? A. Continue driving as pedestrians should yield. B. Slow down and prepare to stop. C. Stop and give the right of way to the pedestrian. Answer. C. Stop and give the right of way to the pedestrian. Pedestrians have the right of way at all crosswalks, marked or unmarked, and drivers should stop and allow them to cross safely. Question 4. What is the legal blood alcohol concentration limit in Missouri for drivers over 21? A. 0.08%. B. 0.05%. C. 0.1%. Answer. A. 0.08%. In Missouri, the legal BAC limit for drivers over 21 is 0.08%, above which a driver is considered to be driving under the influence. Question 5. Explain the proper procedure for making a right turn at a red light. A. Make the turn without stopping if no traffic is coming. B. Stop, check for pedestrians and oncoming traffic, then proceed when clear. C. Right turns on red are illegal. Answer. B. Stop, check for pedestrians and oncoming traffic, then proceed when clear. You must come to a complete stop at a red light, check for safety, and then make the right turn if it is legal and safe to do so. Question 6. What does a flashing red traffic signal mean? A. The intersection is temporarily out of service. B. Proceed with caution. C. Stop and proceed when safe, similar to a stop sign. Answer. C. Stop and proceed when safe, similar to a stop sign. A flashing red signal acts as a stop sign, where you must stop completely and then proceed when you can do so safely. Question 7. How much following distance should you maintain on a highway? A. At least 2 seconds behind the vehicle in front. B. At least 10 seconds behind the vehicle in front. C. At least 5 seconds behind the vehicle in front. Answer. A. At least 2 seconds behind the vehicle in front. It's safe to maintain a following distance of at least 2 seconds under normal highway conditions to allow adequate reaction time. Question 8. What are the consequences of refusing a breathalyzer test in Missouri? A. No penalties apply. B. Immediate license suspension. C. A warning and a fine. Answer. B. Immediate license suspension. Refusing a breathalyzer test in Missouri can result in immediate administrative license suspension under implied consent laws. Question 9. Describe the actions to take if your vehicle starts to skid on ice. A. Brake hard and steer in the opposite direction of the skid. B. Steer in the direction of the skid and gently ease off the accelerator. C. Accelerate to regain control. Answer. B. Steer in the direction of the skid and gently ease off the accelerator. When your vehicle skids on ice, the best action is to steer gently into the skid and ease off the gas to regain control. Question 10. How do you respond to an emergency vehicle approaching while you are driving? A. Speed up and move in the same direction as the emergency vehicle. B. Pull over to the right and stop. C. Ignore unless it is directly behind you. Answer. B. Pull over to the right and stop. When an emergency vehicle approaches with sirens and lights on, you should safely pull over to the right side of the road and stop to allow it to pass. Question 11. What is Missouri's law regarding texting while driving? A. Texting is allowed for drivers over 21. B. Texting while driving is illegal for all drivers. C. Only hands-free texting is allowed. Answer B. Texting while driving is illegal for all drivers. Missouri prohibits all drivers from sending, reading, or writing text messages while driving. Question 12. When are you required to use your headlights? A. From 1 hour after sunset to 1 hour before sunrise. B. From sunset to sunrise. C. During any poor visibility conditions, and from 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise. Answer C. During any poor visibility conditions, and from 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise. Headlights must be used during poor visibility and in the specified times around sunrise and sunset. Question 13. What is the minimum safe following distance in city traffic? A. 1 to 2 seconds. B. 2 to 3 seconds. C. 3 to 4 seconds. Answer B. 2 to 3 seconds. In city traffic, it's advisable to maintain a following distance of at least 2 to 3 seconds to react safely to traffic changes. Question 14. How do you handle a tire blowout while driving? A. Immediately brake and pull over. B. Maintain your speed and grip the steering wheel firmly until you can safely pull over. C. Gradually slow down and steer toward the roadside to stop. Answer C. Gradually slow down and steer toward the roadside to stop. If you experience a tire blowout, avoid braking suddenly. Instead, slow down gradually and steer to a safe area to assess the damage. Question 15. What are the right-of-way rules at a four-way stop? A. The driver on the left always has the right-of-way. B. The first vehicle to stop should move forward first. C. Vehicles on the main road have the right-of-way. Answer B. The first vehicle to stop should move forward first. At a four-way stop, the first driver to come to a complete stop at the intersection has the right-of-way. Question 16. Explain how to use a roundabout or traffic circle. A. Enter at high speed to avoid traffic backing up. B. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout, then enter when safe. C. Stop before entering, then proceed when clear. Answer B. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout, then enter when safe. When entering a roundabout, you must yield to traffic already circulating, and only enter when it is safe and clear. Question 17. What do double yellow lines mean on a road? A. Passing is allowed if the road is clear. B. No passing is allowed. C. Only vehicles moving in the same direction can pass. Answer B. No passing is allowed. Double yellow lines indicate that passing is not permitted for traffic in either direction. Question 18. When is it legal to pass another vehicle on the right? A. When the vehicle in front is making a left turn. B. Never, it's always illegal. C. When driving in a designated bike lane. Answer A. When the vehicle in front is making a left turn. It is legal to pass on the right if the vehicle ahead is turning left, and there is room to pass safely without leaving the road. Question 19. What should you do if you approach a school bus with flashing red lights? A. Slow down and pass carefully. B. Stop at least 25 feet away until the lights stop flashing. C. Continue at normal speed. Answer B. Stop at least 25 feet away until the lights stop flashing. When a school bus has its red lights flashing and stop arm extended, drivers must stop their vehicles and wait until the lights go off and the bus moves before they can proceed. Question 20. What are the seat belt requirements in Missouri? A. Seat belts are required for all passengers in the front seat. B. Seat belts are recommended but not required. C. Seat belts are required for all passengers, regardless of where they are seated. Answer: C. Seat belts are required for all passengers, regardless of where they are seated. Missouri law requires all occupants of a vehicle to wear seat belts while the vehicle is in motion. Question 21. How do you proceed when a traffic signal is malfunctioning and no lights are showing? A. Treat it as a four-way stop. B. Proceed with caution. C. Wait for a police officer to direct traffic. Answer: A. Treat it as a four-way stop. When traffic signals are out, treat the intersection like a four-way stop where all drivers must stop and proceed in turn. Question 22. What are the speed limits in residential areas in Missouri? A. 25 miles per hour. B. 30 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. Answer: A. 25 miles per hour. In Missouri, the typical speed limit in residential areas is 25 miles per hour unless otherwise posted. Question 23. How do you handle approaching a railroad crossing with no barriers? A. Increase speed to cross quickly. B. Stop, look, and listen for a train before proceeding. C. Proceed without stopping. Answer: B. Stop, look, and listen for a train before proceeding. Always approach railroad crossings with caution, stopping if necessary to ensure no train is approaching. Question 24. Explain the importance of blind spots and how to check them. A. Blind spots don't exist if mirrors are adjusted correctly. B. Use only your mirrors to check for vehicles in blind spots. C. Check blind spots by using both mirrors and a quick over-the-shoulder glance. Answer: C. Check blind spots by using both mirrors and a quick over-the-shoulder glance. Even with properly adjusted mirrors, blind spots can hide other vehicles, so a quick glance over your shoulder is necessary for safe lane changes. Question 25. What should you do if fog reduces visibility while driving? A. Turn on your high beams. B. Use your fog lights or low beams. C. Increase your speed to get out of the fog faster. Answer: B. Use your fog lights or low beams. High beams reflect off the fog and can impair visibility further, so it's safer to use fog lights or low beams. Question 26. Describe the procedure for changing lanes on a multi-lane highway. A. Signal, check your mirrors, then change lanes quickly. B. Signal, check your mirrors and blind spot, then change lanes when safe. C. Change lanes without signaling if the way is clear. Answer: B. Signal, check your mirrors and blind spot, then change lanes when safe. Always use your turn signal and check both your mirrors and blind spot before changing lanes to ensure it is safe. Question 27. What does a solid white line on the highway indicate? A. Lane changes are encouraged. B. Lane changes are prohibited. C. Lane changes should be executed carefully. Answer: B. Lane changes are prohibited. A solid white line between lanes of traffic means that you should stay in your lane and that lane changes are discouraged or unsafe. Question 28. How should you react to aggressive drivers on the road? A. Respond with similar aggression. B. Ignore the aggressive behavior and keep your distance. C. Attempt to confront the aggressive driver. Answer: B. Ignore the aggressive behavior and keep your distance. The safest way to deal with aggressive drivers is not to engage with them and to increase distance to avoid potential accidents. Question 29. What are the laws regarding the use of high beams in Missouri? A. Use high beams at all times for better visibility. B. Use high beams only in urban areas. C. Use high beams when driving in rural areas or on open roads at night when no other vehicles are near. Answer: C. use high beams when driving in rural areas or on open roads at night when no other vehicles are near. It's important to switch to low beams when traffic is approaching to not blind other drivers. Question 30. How do you park uphill with and without a curb? A. Turn your wheels away from the curb. B. Turn your wheels towards the curb. C. Keep your wheels straight. Answer. A. Turn your wheels away from the curb. When parking uphill with a curb, turn your wheels away from the curb to ensure the car rolls into the curb if the brakes fail. Without a curb, turn the wheels to the right so the car will roll off the road if it moves. Question 31. What actions should you take if involved in a minor traffic accident? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Move vehicles out of traffic, if possible, and wait for police. C. Ignore minor damages and continue driving. Answer. B. Move vehicles out of traffic, if possible, and wait for police. In minor accidents without serious injuries, it's best to move vehicles to a safe place and exchange information while waiting for authorities. Question 32. When is it required to report a traffic accident in Missouri? A. Only if there are serious injuries. B. When damages exceed $500. C. For all accidents, regardless of severity. Answer. B. When damages exceed $500. Missouri law requires accidents to be reported when there is significant property damage or any injuries. Question 33. What does a green arrow showing with a red light mean? A. Stop and wait for the green light. B. Proceed with caution in the direction of the arrow. C. The light is malfunctioning. Answer. B. Proceed with caution in the direction of the arrow. A green arrow with a red light allows drivers to proceed safely in the direction indicated by the arrow, despite the red light. Question 34. How should you react if your brakes fail while driving? A. Continue to drive until the vehicle stops. B. Pump the brakes and use the emergency brake to slow down. C. Jump out of the vehicle. Answer. B. Pump the brakes and use the emergency brake to slow down. If your brakes fail, try pumping the brake pedal to build pressure. If that doesn't work, gradually apply the emergency brake to bring your vehicle to a stop. Question 35. What are the rules for driving in a carpool lane? A. Any vehicle can use the carpool lane at any time. B. Only vehicles with 2 or more passengers can use the carpool lane during designated hours. C. Carpool lanes are only for buses and motorcycles. Answer. B. Only vehicles with 2 or more passengers can use the carpool lane during designated hours. Carpool lanes are designed to encourage carpooling and reduce traffic congestion. Question 36. How do you handle a situation where you must merge onto a busy highway? A. Slow down and wait for a large gap. B. Merge at the speed of traffic and signal your intentions. C. Stop on the ramp until it is clear. Answer. B. Merge at the speed of traffic and signal your intentions. When merging, it's important to adjust your speed to match the flow of traffic and use your turn signal to safely merge onto the highway. Question 37. What is the proper use of a shoulder on a highway? A. For regular driving when the highway is congested. B. Only for emergencies or when directed by signs or police. C. As a lane for slow vehicles. Answer. B. Only for emergencies or when directed by signs or police. The shoulder on a highway is intended for emergency use, such as vehicle breakdowns, and not for regular driving. Question 38. When should you yield the right-of-way to another driver? A. When the other driver is speeding. B. When entering a traffic circle or when another vehicle is already in an intersection. C. Only when the other driver is signaling. Answer. B. When entering a traffic circle or when another vehicle is already in an intersection. It's important to yield the right-of-way to vehicles that are already occupying the intersection or traffic circle. Question 39. What does a diamond-shaped road sign indicate? A. An upcoming intersection. B. A pedestrian crossing. C. Warning or caution. Answer C. Warning or caution. Diamond-shaped signs are used to warn drivers of upcoming road conditions and hazards, such as curves, crossings, or traffic signals. Question 40. How do you approach driving in adverse weather conditions? A. Maintain normal speeds to keep traffic flowing. B. Increase speed to reduce time on the road. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. Answer C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. In adverse weather conditions, it's safer to slow down and increase the distance between your vehicle and others to compensate for decreased visibility and increased stopping distances. Question 41. What does a no U-turn sign mean? A. U-turns are allowed here. B. U-turns are prohibited. C. U-turns are allowed only during certain hours. Answer B. U-turns are prohibited. A no U-turn sign explicitly prohibits making U-turns at that location to ensure traffic flow and prevent accidents. Question 42. Explain the procedure for passing bicycles on the road. A. Honk to alert the cyclist and pass closely. B. Pass the bicycle with at least 3 feet of clearance. C. Follow closely behind the bicycle. Answer B. Pass the bicycle with at least 3 feet of clearance. When passing bicycles, it is important to leave a safe distance of at least 3 feet to ensure the safety of the cyclist. Question 43. What are the implications of driving with a suspended license? A. There are no significant penalties. B. Possible jail time, fines, and further suspension of the license. C. Only a small fine. Answer B. Possible jail time, fines, and further suspension of the license. Driving with a suspended license can lead to severe penalties, including additional license suspension, fines, and even imprisonment. Question 44. How do you react to a blue sign with a white edge on highways? A. It indicates a hospital nearby. B. It signals a hotel is near. C. It marks the presence of a helipad. Answer A. It indicates a hospital nearby. Blue signs with a white H are used to denote hospitals, providing essential information for emergencies. Question 45. What is the significance of an orange traffic sign? A. It indicates no entry zones. B. It signals construction or maintenance work ahead. C. It denotes school zones. Answer B. It signals construction or maintenance work ahead. Orange traffic signs are typically used to alert drivers to various types of road work and to guide them safely through construction zones. Question 46. How should a driver respond to an amber flashing light at a pedestrian crosswalk? A. Speed up to clear the area quickly. B. Stop and wait for the light to turn green. C. Slow down and proceed with caution, yielding to pedestrians. Answer C. Slow down and proceed with caution, yielding to pedestrians. An amber flashing light at a pedestrian crosswalk signals drivers to be cautious and give the right of way to pedestrians. Question 47. What are the guidelines for securing loads on a vehicle? A. Loads should be left loose for easy unloading. B. Loads must be secured so they do not move. C. Securing loads is optional. Answer B. Loads must be secured so they do not move. Properly securing loads prevents accidents and ensures that nothing falls off the vehicle while driving. Question 48. What should you do if you encounter wildlife on the road? A. Accelerate to scare the animals away. B. Slow down and honk repeatedly. C. Slow down and pass carefully. Answer C. Slow down and pass carefully. If you encounter wildlife on the road, it's safest to reduce speed and pass the animal cautiously to avoid an accident. Question 49. When is it permissible to use the horn while driving? A. To signal to friends. B. To express frustration at other drivers. C. To warn others of your presence in dangerous situations. Answer: C. To warn others of your presence in dangerous situations. The horn should be used for safety reasons only, such as alerting another driver who might not see you. Question 50. What does a red triangle sign indicate? A. Yield. B. Stop. C. Warning. Answer: A. Yield. Red triangle signs are typically used to indicate that the drivers must yield the right-of-way. Question 51. How should you position your hands on the steering wheel? A. At the 12 o'clock position. B. At the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. C. At the 9 and 3 o'clock positions. Answer: C. At the 9 and 3 o'clock positions. The 9 and 3 positions provide greater control and are recommended for safe driving. Question 52. What is the procedure for driving through a tunnel? A. Turn off your headlights. B. Maintain your speed and keep your headlights on. C. Increase speed to clear the tunnel quickly. Answer: B. Maintain your speed and keep your headlights on. When driving through a tunnel, it's important to keep your headlights on for visibility and maintain a steady speed. Question 53. When is it appropriate to use hazard lights? A. When double parked. B. When driving in heavy rain. C. When your vehicle is stopped on the roadway due to an emergency. Answer: C. When your vehicle is stopped on the roadway due to an emergency. Hazard lights should be used to warn other drivers when your vehicle poses a potential hazard on the road. Question 54. How should you react when passing a motorcycle? A. Maintain a greater following distance. B. Pass closely to minimize time spent next to the motorcycle. C. Use the same lane to pass. Answer: A. Maintain a greater following distance. It is important to give motorcycles space due to their vulnerability and instability compared to cars. Question 55. What are the restrictions for new drivers under Missouri's graduated driver license law? A. No restrictions apply. B. Nighttime driving restrictions and passenger limits. C. Unlimited driving with any number of passengers. Answer: B. Nighttime driving restrictions and passenger limits. Missouri's graduated driver license law places specific restrictions on new drivers to enhance safety, including limits on nighttime driving and the number of passengers. Question 56. How do you determine the right-of-way when exiting a driveway? A. The vehicle exiting the driveway always has the right-of-way. B. Vehicles on the road have the right-of-way. C. Yield to all pedestrians and then proceed. Answer: B. Vehicles on the road have the right-of-way. When exiting a driveway, you must yield to all traffic on the road before proceeding. Question 57. What does a yield sign indicate? A. Accelerate quickly. B. Slow down and prepare to stop if necessary. C. Ignore the sign if no traffic is visible. Answer: B. Slow down and prepare to stop if necessary. A yield sign requires drivers to give the right-of-way to traffic on the road they are entering or crossing. Question 58. How do you handle a flashing yellow light at an intersection? A. Stop completely before proceeding. B. Proceed with caution. C. Ignore the light and continue at normal speed. Answer: B. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means you should slow down and be especially alert before proceeding. Question 59. What should you do if you miss your exit on a highway? A. Make a U-turn through the median. B. Continue to the next exit and turn around. C. Stop and reverse on the highway. Answer: B. Continue to the next exit and turn around. If you miss your exit, it's safest to proceed to the next exit rather than attempting unsafe maneuvers on the highway. Question 60. What are the rules regarding child safety seats in Missouri? A. Child safety seats are optional. B. Children under 4 years old must be in a child safety seat. C. All children under 8 years old must be in a child safety seat or booster. Answer: C. All children under 8 years old must be in a child safety seat or booster, depending on their height and weight. Missouri law requires that children be securely restrained, enhancing their safety on the road. Question 61. How do you properly adjust your rear view and side mirrors? A. So you can see the edge of your car. B. To minimize blind spots. C. To see directly behind the car. Answer: B. To minimize blind spots. Properly adjusting your mirrors to minimize blind spots involves setting them so that the side of your car is barely out of view, which maximizes visibility around your vehicle. Question 62. What does a sign with a truck rolling down a hill indicate? A. Trucks are not allowed. B. Steep hill or grade ahead. C. Truck parking available. Answer: B. Steep hill or grade ahead. This sign warns drivers of a steep incline where trucks may need to use lower gears or where braking may be necessary due to the slope. Question 63. What is the procedure for obtaining a Missouri driver's license? A. Pass a vision test only. B. Pay a fee only. C. Pass a vision, written, and driving test. Answer: C. Pass a vision, written, and driving test. To obtain a Missouri driver's license, applicants must successfully pass vision, written, and practical driving tests to ensure they understand road rules and can safely operate a vehicle. Question 64. When is it necessary to renew your driver's license in Missouri? A. Every 10 years. B. When you receive a notice. C. Every 6 years on your birthday. Answer: C. Every 6 years on your birthday. In Missouri, driver's licenses need to be renewed every 6 years, and this often falls on the licensee's birthday. Question 65. What are the penalties for driving uninsured in Missouri? A. A warning for the first offense. B. Suspension of license and registration plus a fine. C. A mandatory community service. Answer: B. Suspension of license and registration plus a fine. Driving without insurance in Missouri can lead to suspension of your driver's license and vehicle registration, along with fines. Question 66. What does a white sign with black letters indicate? A. A recreational area nearby. B. Regulatory information. C. Directions to the nearest hospital. Answer: B. Regulatory information. White signs with black letters typically provide regulatory information such as speed limits, no turns, or other rules. Question 67. How do you approach an intersection with multiple turn lanes? A. Choose any lane and change lanes in the intersection. B. Choose the correct lane based on your intended direction before reaching the intersection. C. Stop in the intersection to decide. Answer: B. Choose the correct lane based on your intended direction before reaching the intersection. Always enter the appropriate turn lane early to avoid last-minute lane changes that can lead to accidents. Question 68. What are the rules for driving in a bike lane? A. Driving in bike lanes is allowed during off-peak hours. B. Bike lanes are exclusively for bicyclists. C. You can use bike lanes for passing cars. Answer: B. Bike lanes are exclusively for bicyclists. It is illegal and unsafe to drive a car in a bike lane, as these lanes are reserved solely for bicyclists. Question 69. How do you react if the traffic lights at an intersection are all flashing red simultaneously? A. Proceed with caution. B. Treat it as a four-way stop. C. Wait for the lights to be repaired. Answer: B. Treat it as a four-way stop. When all traffic lights at an intersection are flashing red, The intersection should be treated as a four-way stop with all drivers stopping and proceeding in turn. Question 70. What should you do to avoid collisions with cyclists? A. Only pass cyclists when there is no oncoming traffic. B. Give cyclists a wide berth and pass only when safe. C. Honk to alert cyclists when you are passing. Answer. B. Give cyclists a wide berth and pass only when safe. It is important to provide at least 3 feet of space when overtaking cyclists to ensure their safety and yours. Question 71. Explain the correct use of a 3-point turn. A. Use on highways to turn around. B. Only use in emergencies. C. Use in narrow streets where U-turns are not possible. Answer. C. Use in narrow streets where U-turns are not possible. A 3-point turn is a method to turn around on narrow roads where U-turns cannot be safely made. This maneuver should be used carefully to avoid obstructing traffic. Question 72. When can a left turn on red be made? A. From any 2-way street onto a 1-way street where permitted. B. Never. It's always illegal. C. Only in residential areas. Answer. A. From any 2-way street onto a 1-way street where permitted. In some places, it is legal to make a left turn on red from a 2-way street onto a 1-way street, provided there is no sign prohibiting it and the way is clear. Question 73. How do you navigate through a traffic jam on a highway? A. Frequent lane changing to find the fastest lane. B. Maintain your lane and follow at a safe distance. C. Use the shoulder to bypass traffic. Answer. B. Maintain your lane and follow at a safe distance. In a traffic jam, it's safest to stay in your lane and maintain a safe following distance, as frequent lane changes can lead to accidents. Question 74. What is the purpose of rumble strips? A. To mark parking areas. B. To alert drivers that they are driving over the speed limit. C. To alert drivers when they are veering off the road. Answer. C. To alert drivers when they are veering off the road. Rumble strips are placed on road edges and medians to alert inattentive drivers through vibration and noise that they are drifting from their lane. Question 75. Describe the rules for towing another vehicle. A. Towing is not permitted on highways. B. Use proper signaling, lighting, and follow specific lane restrictions. C. Any vehicle can tow another without restrictions. Answer. B. Use proper signaling, lighting, and follow specific lane restrictions. When towing another vehicle, it's important to use appropriate towing equipment, ensure lights and signals are visible, and adhere to any lane or weight restrictions. Question 76. How do you respond to a merge sign? A. Increase your speed and merge abruptly. B. Slow down and stop before merging. C. Adjust your speed and merge safely into the traffic flow. Answer. C. Adjust your speed and merge safely into the traffic flow. When encountering a merge sign, drivers should adjust their speed to match the flow of traffic and merge safely, using signals to indicate their actions. Question 77. What does a sign with a crosswalk symbol indicate? A. Areas where vehicle traffic is prohibited. B. Pedestrian crossing zone. C. School zone. Answer. B. Pedestrian crossing zone. A sign with a crosswalk symbol indicates areas where pedestrians may be crossing the road, and drivers should be alert and yield to pedestrians. Question 78. How do you make a safe stop at an intersection without stop lines? A. Stop well before the intersection. B. Proceed slowly without stopping. C. Stop at the point where you can see traffic coming from all directions. Answer. C. Stop at the point where you can see traffic coming from all directions. In the absence of stop lines, drivers should stop at a position where they have a clear view of intersecting traffic, ensuring safety before proceeding. Question 79. What are the rules for using your phone while driving in Missouri? A. Handheld use is allowed for all drivers. B. Handheld use is prohibited for drivers under 21. C. All phone use is illegal while driving. Answer B. Handheld use is prohibited for drivers under 21. In Missouri, the use of handheld devices while driving is prohibited for drivers under the age of 21, promoting safer driving habits among young drivers. Question 80. How do you approach a T intersection without traffic signs? A. The driver on the terminating road must yield. B. The driver on the continuing road must yield. C. No need to yield if no traffic is visible. Answer A. The driver on the terminating road must yield. At a T intersection without traffic signs, drivers on the terminating road must yield to all traffic on the continuing road. Question 81. What does a black and white checkered sign mean? A. A racing area is nearby. B. Finish line ahead. C. The sign indicates the end of a no passing zone. Answer C. The sign indicates the end of a no passing zone. Black and white checkered signs are used to indicate the end of designated no passing zones along roadways. Question 82. How do you handle driving near large trucks? A. Drive closely behind large trucks to reduce wind resistance. B. Give large trucks plenty of space due to their larger blind spots. C. Pass large trucks on the right for safety. Answer B. Give large trucks plenty of space due to their larger blind spots. Large trucks have significantly larger blind spots than passenger vehicles, so it's safer to give them more space to maneuver and avoid staying in these blind spots. Question 83. What should you do when driving in a lane marked with a bicycle symbol? A. The lane is designated only for bicycles. B. You can drive in the lane as long as no bicycles are present. C. You can use the lane for parking. Answer A. The lane is designated only for bicycles. Lanes marked with a bicycle symbol are reserved for bicyclist use, and motor vehicles should not drive, stop, or park in these lanes. Question 84. What are the rules for left turns at busy intersections? A. Always insist on the right-of-way when making a left turn. B. Wait for a green arrow before turning. C. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians before proceeding. Answer C. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians before proceeding. When making left turns, drivers must yield to all oncoming traffic and crossing pedestrians until it is safe to proceed. Question 85. How do you correct a vehicle drifting over lane lines? A. Immediately steer sharply back into the lane. B. Gradually steer back into the lane and check for nearby vehicles. C. Brake hard while steering back into the lane. Answer B. Gradually steer back into the lane and check for nearby vehicles. If your vehicle begins to drift over lane lines, the safest correction is to gently steer back into your lane while ensuring it's safe to do so. Question 86. What does a red X over a lane mean? A. The lane is open for use. B. The lane is only for HOV use. C. The lane is closed to traffic. Answer C. The lane is closed to traffic. A red X over a lane typically indicates that the lane is closed to traffic and drivers should move out of the lane as soon as it's safe to do so. Question 87. How should you react to a road narrowing sign? A. Increase speed to pass the narrow section quickly. B. Maintain your current speed. C. Slow down and be prepared for reduced lane width. Answer C. Slow down and be prepared for reduced lane width. When you see a sign indicating that the road is narrowing, it is best to slow down and prepare for a decrease in lane width, which may require more cautious driving. Question 88. What are the penalties for hit and run in Missouri? A. A small fine. B. Penalties include fines, jail time, and license suspension. C. Mandatory community service. Answer B. Penalties include fines, jail time, and license suspension. Hit and run offenses are taken seriously and can result in significant penalties, including fines, possible jail time, and suspension of driving privileges. Question 89. How do you make a legal U-turn? A. Only in residential areas. B. When signs permit and it is safe to do so. C. At any intersection where there are no vehicles around. Answer: B. When signs permit and it is safe to do so. Legal U-turns can be made when explicitly permitted by traffic signs and when there are no prohibitions, and it must be safe to perform the maneuver without interfering with other traffic. Question 90. What is the procedure for driving in foggy conditions? A. Use your high beams to increase visibility. B. Drive at normal speed to keep traffic flowing. C. Use your low beams and fog lights, if available, and reduce your speed. Answer: C. Use your low beams and fog lights, if available, and reduce your speed. High beams can reflect off fog and actually decrease visibility, so it's safer to use low beams and fog lights and to reduce speed to adjust for decreased visibility. Question 91. What does a pentagonal sign generally mean? A. School crossing. B. Railroad crossing. C. Stop sign. Answer: A. School crossing. Pentagonal signs are typically used to warn drivers of a nearby school crossing, indicating that children may be in the area. Question 92. How should you handle intersections with no signs or signals? A. Proceed with caution, treating it as an all-way stop. B. The first vehicle to the intersection has the right of way. C. Speed through the intersection. Answer: A. Proceed with caution, treating it as an all-way stop. At intersections without signs or signals, it is safest to proceed with caution and treat the intersection as though it is governed by stop signs from all directions. Question 93. What does a brown traffic sign indicate? A. Hazardous material route. B. Recreational or cultural interest area. C. Industrial area. Answer: B. Recreational or cultural interest area. Brown signs are used to indicate sites of recreational or cultural interest and can guide drivers to public recreational areas and cultural sites. Question 94. How do you prepare for a DMV driving test? A. Study the vehicle's manual on the day of the test. B. Familiarize yourself with the vehicle and review key driving concepts and rules. C. Guess based on common knowledge. Answer: B. Familiarize yourself with the vehicle and review key driving concepts and rules. Preparing for a DMV driving test involves understanding and being comfortable with the vehicle's controls and thoroughly reviewing traffic laws and driving procedures. Question 95. What is the rule for following emergency vehicles on the road? A. Follow at a close distance to get through traffic. B. Keep a distance of at least 500 feet. C. There are no specific rules. Answer: B. Keep a distance of at least 500 feet. It is important to maintain a safe distance when following emergency vehicles to ensure you do not interfere with their operations. Question 96. How do you handle sudden stops in traffic? A. Slam on your brakes. B. Maintain a safe following distance and pay attention to traffic ahead. C. Focus on your smartphone. Answer: B. Maintain a safe following distance and pay attention to traffic ahead. Keeping a proper distance and being attentive allows you to react safely to sudden stops in traffic. Question 97. What are the visibility requirements for driving at night? A. Headlights must illuminate at least 200 feet ahead. B. You only need to use parking lights. C. No specific requirements. Answer: A. Headlights must illuminate at least 200 feet ahead. Proper nighttime visibility involves having headlights that can illuminate the road ahead to at least 200 feet, ensuring safe night driving. Question 98. How do you safely navigate a busy parking lot? A. Drive quickly to find a spot. B. Use signals, drive slowly, and watch for pedestrians and other vehicles. C. Ignore parking lot markings. Answer: B. Use signals, drive slowly, and watch for pedestrians and other vehicles. Navigating a busy parking lot safely requires careful driving, using signals, and being vigilant for pedestrians and other cars. Question 99. What should you do if you encounter a funeral procession while driving? A. Join the procession for a quicker route. B. Yield and do not interfere with or cut through the procession. C. Honk to alert the procession to your presence. Answer: B. Yield and do not interfere with or cut through the procession. It is respectful and often legally required to yield to funeral processions and not interrupt their progress. Question 100. How do you react to a pedestrian waving at an intersection? A. Assume they are waving you through. B. Stop and allow the pedestrian to cross. C. Ignore the pedestrian. Answer: B. Stop and allow the pedestrian to cross. When a pedestrian is indicating their intent to cross at an intersection, the safe and courteous action is to stop and let them proceed.